Hello students, continue discussion on module 2 of energy and environment subject. We will now discuss energy management and energy audits. So we have discussed that energy is a important source for growth of mankind, and as there is a growth in living standards, energy is one of the responsible element to ensure growth of mankind. So energy storage we have seen so far. Now we look at energy management aspect as well as the energy audits. So some definition and objectives of energy management. The fundamental goal of energy management is to produce goods and provide services with the least cost and least environmental effect. Whether you are working in an organization, industry, or you are in an institution, college, our goal is to provide better services and produce goods. What are goods means your mobile phone, TV, car, these are all goods. They should be provided at the least cost. Cost should be the least, and also the effect on the environment should be the least. Okay, so this is the goal of energy management. You can apply it to your house also, whatever we are discussing. The judicious and effective use of energy to maximize profits, minimize costs, and enhance competitive positions. So basically in an industry, if you are in an industry or an institution, industry means factory and all, you are trying to produce things to satisfy the needs of customers. So we need to produce at the lowest cost so that we have the highest profits and also we are competitive in the market. The strategy of adjusting and optimizing energy using systems and procedures so as to reduce energy requirements per unit of output while holding constant or reducing total costs of producing the output from these systems. Now I will give an example of per unit energy requirement per unit of output. For example, now in your house we are all using LPG for cooking. That is one energy source. Then we are also using electricity for lighting, for fans, for AC, okay, for your refrigerator, for iron box, for water heater. So many applications. Second. Third, you are also using fuel, maybe petrol for bike, diesel for car, transportation. So if you want, now keeping this in mind, we will again repeat the strategy of adjusting and optimizing energy. So whatever energy, like we have discussed, petrol, diesel, LPG, electricity, using systems and procedures so as to reduce energy requirements per unit of output. Per unit of output means in a family, suppose 4 of you are staying, okay, that is fixed. So your output is fixed now. You are surviving, 4 of you are surviving and thriving. So you require some sources of energy. So we are trying to reduce the total cost of energy. Like you are trying to reduce the LPG usage, you are trying to reduce electricity usage, you are trying to reduce the fuel usage, petrol and diesel. Then how you are going to do this? Now there are only one way is to improve the efficiency. So suppose you are using LPG stove for cooking at home. I am giving a small example of home. You can extrapolate it. You are having only one home, but there are around 25 to 30 crore homes in India. Okay, there are more than 1 crore homes in the world. So you have to, when I talk about one house, you can extrapolate to 1 crore houses in the world. Okay, please understand. So that is the importance of energy management. So one method what I was telling you was to improve the energy efficiency. So for example, in your LPG house you are using, if you keep the burners clean and the flame of the burner is blue, so that is the best utilization of LPG. One thing. Second thing, if you are using a pressure cooker to cook, then it saves your LPG. Third, if you use the right size of container for cooking, that saves your energy, LPG. Okay, and this was the first thing. Even your bikes and cars, if you maintain them properly, if you keep their air pressure properly, okay, if you change the engine oil and get the air filter cleaned properly, so they will give more efficiency, more kilometers per liter of fuel. Okay, so this is energy efficiency improvement. And the second route is go for renewable energy. Suppose you have got a electrical geyser at home, you better install a solar water heater. So the installation cost will be around 25,000 rupees for one family, but you will save. Electricity is not used now. You are trying to use solar energy only during rainy season or some winter season, cloudy time. You can use the electrical geyser. So these are two ways. One is energy efficiency and second is installation of renewable energy systems, so that like even for remote houses, suppose you are staying in a small village remote where it is not connected by grid, you can have a solar photovoltaic system also. So these are the methods by which you can manage the energy. The objective of energy management is to achieve and maintain optimum energy procurement and utilization throughout the organization and to minimize energy costs, waste without affecting production and quality. So please understand, we are not trying to affect the production quantity as well as quality, but we are trying to reduce the waste, we are trying to reduce the energy cost, and thus we are trying to minimize the environmental effects. Okay, these are the two things about energy management. One is least cost and second is least environmental effect. Okay, so this was about energy management.